Microjig, maker of the gripper. Work safer, work smarter.
So my brother, who is a cop, asked me to make him a coin holder for his challenge coins. And it only took me about 2 years to finally get to it. For this piece, I'm going to use 4/4 cherry. Now the very first thing I'm going to do is take this rough stock and get a nice straight edge of the joiner. Then we'll take our pieces over to the table saw and cut them to rough width. This piece of cherry that I'm going to use for the slotted portion of the coin holder has sapwood on both sides, and it actually has a nice big crack along the left-hand side. So what I'm going to do is cut off this left-hand portion of this crack and sapwood, and then I'm going to flip the piece around and cut off the other side of the sapwood, and that'll leave me with 7 inches that I need for the top. According to my CAD model, the side pieces only need to be about 6¼ inches wide at the base. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those next, and if I need to, I can always fine-tune the fit later. Now I'm just going to square up one end of the slotted portion and then cut this to length. Don't let owning a 6-inch wide joiner stop you from face joining a 7-inch wide board. I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to overextend my joiner by about 1 inch, and that remaining amount I'm going to take care of with a hand plane by referencing off of the face jointed portion. With the freshly face jointed sides down, I'm going to plane the top and the sides to thickness. By using my miter gauge at the table saw, I'm going to cut both ends of the component that's going to make up the sides to 20 degrees. Using a stacked dado set at the table saw and the same miter gauge setup, I'm going to make a groove on each side of this side component before we cut it in half. And this will be used to support the slotted portion of the coin holder. For that second dado, I had to adjust my miter gauge to the other side at 20 degrees. Now by using a table saw sled and a stop block, I should be able to safely separate the two side pieces. I did a dry assembly of the sides and the top, and I think it's looking pretty cool. Next thing I need to do is cut the back at an angle of 20 degrees so that it blends in better with the sides. And we'll do that at the table saw. I marked the location for the slots in the top for the coin holder, and I'm going to cut those out using a stacked dado set at the table saw. Using a chamfer bit at the router table, I'm going to create a nice chamfer on the leading edge of the slotted portion of the coin holder. I'm going to make an 1/8 inch radius roundover on both of the side pieces at the top. Now because this is end grain, I'm a little bit worried about chip out as the bit exits the piece. So I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to do this in 2 passes, and I'm also going to back up the piece with a little bit of scrap wood. I went ahead and sanded everything to 220, and I did a dry assembly. Now I'm ready to glue this up. So I put some blue tape on top of the end grain, and that blue tape is going to serve 2 purposes. It's going to prevent glue from soaking into the end grain, and it's also going to give me a place to make a few indicator marks. These indicator marks are going to show me where not to put glue inside the groove, because I don't want glue to show in between the grooves of the point slots. Now it's time to finally put on the finish. And I have some dilute polyurethane. I'm just going to dilute it a little bit more with some mineral spirits. I swear if somebody walked by when I was mixing this, they'd probably think I was doing something illegal. Well, if you thought today's project was cool, I hope you'll hit the like button. And if you're not already subscribed, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. And if you want to stay up to date with everything Garage Woodworks, you can like my Facebook page, and you can also follow me on Twitter. Thanks for watching, guys.